Hello my friends and welcome on back to Building with fWhip, where in the last episode we came through here and started off the brand new dry docks region that is just looking so absolutely amazing at this point in time. And I just got to start this off by saying thank you all so very much for the feedback and all of the likes and everything on the last episode. You all had some absolutely amazing ideas on how we can spruce this place up a little bit here and make it look even better, and I'm going to be implementing a lot of those very soon. But today folks, my plan is we can come through here and finish off quite a few of these additional structures that I had planned out with the concrete powder and all of just the outlines that we got over here, and I think that is going to be looking absolutely fantastic. However, we've got a little bit of an issue we need to handle here first, and that, my friends, involves us coming back over here to Papyrus, where I have been recently crafting up a lot of the boom booms, the TNT. We need a lot of that stuff for this new Nether project that we are tackling, and showed off a little bit here in the last episode. And unfortunately, I have completely went through my reserves. Coming down here into the storage room where all this stuff sits, is we can see that the gunpowder in these chests is completely gone. That was absolutely full beforehand. We make sure this thing's off so we don't get a creeper in our face, but we got a little bit of a flushing mob farm inside of here. There should be a little bit of replay footage going off showing that thing inside of there, and it's run into a bit of an issue as I've been working on this one and trying to figure some things out here. Is the top of it gets littered with spiders at this point in time. Some way that this farm just doesn't work anymore just due to how the updates happen and everything like that. And so I believe if I come all the way down here, we can actually be crawling inside of this space, which is perfect. And you can see one of the culprit spiders right over there. But we need to get a lot of lava up along all of these places. So the plan is to do some fence gates along here, lava on top of that, and then fence gates to keep that all in here. Unfortunately, getting the lava is going to be a little bit harder than it might otherwise be. Thankfully, though, the fence gates are going to be really easy to come by because I have so many dark oak logs that I don't even know what to do with them at this point. And it sounds like a stack of fence gates is a good way to go. We've got randomly one bucket of lava sitting around here, and I think I'm going to be making up a few more buckets for ourselves, unless they're in... No, I got rid of all my other buckets. Dang it, I have no idea where those things went, so we're making some brand new ones. And briefly jumping into the Nether here, you can see a little bit of a spoiler, so I have some extra stuff I've been working on, but we just got to go straight down. And underneath this entire area where we are working for that Nether hub over there is I actually also, ooh, we got the Nether fortress down here too, which is going to be great for this project as well. On top of that, folks, I need to come down here and get a bunch of this lava. Hopefully what I have on me right now is enough, and please tell me there's nothing to knock us in here. Well, now this thing's gonna look absolutely gross, but something tells me I'm gonna need to clear out this entire lava lake for the Nether hub in the end, so that's fine for now. And back under here now, we gotta thankfully just run around this entire area and do all of those. And then we get to place some extra ones right in here. I think this might be a little annoying as you need to fill in that spot. This one over here on the corner, I think for now I'm just gonna have to leave it, or I could put it just lower down. But basically what I gotta do is now I gotta walk around this entire place and place lava in here. And that should hopefully fix the issue we're having. I know it's gonna be a little bright. Maybe I do water instead? Because water would make it so that they just drown, and then we're not emitting any light, because I don't know if we're blocking spawns right there or not. The answer is yes. Yes, it did block mob spawns. So I had to go refit that, build a bunch of water pillars out there and everything like that, and completely change the entire area below it. And folks, with that, it's going to be time for me to AFK for a good while here. I think I'm going to just AFK overnight, see how much resource action we can get out of this thing, and hopefully be able to craft up a lot more TNT in the morning as long as this thing works. Taking down my little hidey hole up here on top of the palace, I am ready to go look and see how much gunpowder action we did get. Before I jumped off, I did go ahead and change up another one of the filters. I figured we didn't need to be saving that many arrows, so I changed that over to gunpowder as well. So I'm pretty hopeful for this one. And down here, these were all completely empty. We have, oh, that's a good sign. Okay, I can deal with that, and nothing in the top one. All right, and then, okay, that much overflow. So it looks like we got 2 double chests, and then a little bit scattered over here as well. Really quickly here, back over in the Nether for just a second, as I wanted to be smart about this Nether project that we're doing here. We have this awesome area right down here that is just this giant Nether fortress, right? And well, I thought it'd be cool if we could make a farm out of it. So there's a lot of the crossways and things like that down here that we can kind of pick out. I believe this is a workable one, which actually has a blaze farm right there, which might be a little too close. So I think what I'm gonna do is basically can take this little 5x5 area here at the base, listen to the satisfying sounds of breaking nether brick, and fill it all back in with obsidian. So that means it won't explode, and when we wanna come back down here eventually and build a wither skeleton farm, all we're gonna have to look for in this tarnished landscape is this 5x5 area, and that's a crossroads. My limited technical knowledge tells me that crossroads are better for spawning wither skeletons, so if everything else is gone, that's the only place they can spawn. We get a lot of them, and a lot of skulls. I don't know why we want them, but I want them. And with that, we are headed back over to the port city to continue building for the day. Folks, I am super excited for this one. I've got a lot of great plans in mind, and most of them involve building up these houses right along here. I would love to get this whole section of the docks finished up and everything like that. I think it's gonna look oh so cool. And there's a few important things that we need down here. Starting with number one, a tavern. I feel like it's not a really good medieval docks area, or docks area in general, without a good old tavern. A fishing shop over here in the orange, a carpenter here in the big sandstone building, a blacksmith back here in the blue, with a forge out back, and finally, a weaver, to be able to make some cloth goods for the people who are building the boat. Now, as always, we are going to be building a bunch more structures in this area, so if you have any ideas on types of buildings that we should include, what they should be, what types of shops they should hold, please be sure to let me know that down in the comments below, as it's always so helpful to hear back from you all on that one. But on that note, folks, it is time to kick it off here in a good old-fashioned time-lapse mode. If you're excited, please be sure to click that like button down below, but it is time to build some building. It's amazing how that works out. Let's do it. My friends, it has been one heck of a day so far. Thankfully, we have this time lapse here, but it was almost not the case. Unfortunately, as things happen, programs fail every once in a while, and I lost this file originally for the time lapse here because of a issue with replay mod. The entire thing got corrupted and I lost it and just kind of was going through it. And I was honestly really disappointed in everything going on there. I was super annoyed with it. And then out of nowhere, I was just like, all right, I'm done with Minecraft for the day. I'm gonna go just take a shower and finish up and be done here and get out of the office. And then of all the places, had a shower thought that was just like, wait, I can fix this. I have an idea on how I can get this thing working. And thankfully, through doing that, through writing a little bit of a script, I was able to get the file back. I was able to find the file in my computer's random memory that's was just not erased yet. I was able to get the file out of it there, finish the saving for it, and actually be able to use it here as we're seeing now, which I am so very excited about and happy about. And I was honestly so disappointed on that one, but a little bit of perseverance and a little bit of the technical knowledge on that side of things to be able to retain it and get it all back in here, it makes me so very happy. And over here, we built up a lot of cool structures. I just want to quickly talk through all this one as we're going through and just kind of inform you on where the day's been going at this point, because it took me about 3 hours to build this entire thing, and then it took me about another 2 hours to regain the footage here and get that whole thing sorted so I could actually have this time lapse for everybody here in this one. So I do hope you all enjoy this one. If you would, my friends, please be sure to click that like button down below. There's been so much headache going into this episode here, so I would very much appreciate that. But this roof design that I'm going with right here on this one, I did want to give a shout out where shout outs are due. Mythical Sausage is the original one who showed me that design right there, and I think it's pretty awesome. But let's go ahead and jump back into the game and see this in first person. I think after that one, folks, we deserved a fwishy snack. Oh my gosh, this has been the biggest headache of an episode I've recorded in so freaking long, everybody. But oh my gosh, we are back on track here, and unfortunately, as mentioned briefly in the time lapse there, I did record a bunch of things afterwards. I had given up on regaining that footage and doing everything there, so I started working ahead. And well, folks, now we don't have to work ahead. We can kind of take a step back here and get you all caught up on everything going on in there, which was mostly I needed something mind-numbingly easy to do because I was very frustrated, as you can imagine, of losing 3 hours of your workday to a bug in a system. But anyways, I came through out here and added in all of this stuff, got it all textured out, and I've been working on adding in a few custom trees, which I think are going to be really cool. You can see a few little patches of the coarse dirt and everything like that. Absolutely love the building design here. Again, that roof that I got right here is it's Mythical Sausage inspired, I would say, on that one. This building is going to be a weaver, so we got a big old access door right over in here. And I've decided for this blue one here, I didn't do it in the beginning because I want to redo this section. The forge area right here just is not going to work out. I don't think it looks like to be a good spot for something like that to go in here. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to be building a big old tree, and then we're going to be building one or two little trees and one little tree right over there. And I think it's going to be great. One thing that I really want to start echoing inside of this build over here is what we've been doing in the rest of the city, where it's very beautiful. The city here is supposed to be very extravagant and kind of showing off, I guess you could say. Whereas over here is very much the dry docks. It's an industrial area. It's very grungy, but I still want to get that pattern of having these very luxurious looking streets and roadways and flower beds and the works throughout here the entire way, because I think that's going to really make this area look absolutely special and amazing and unique. So I'm going to continue with that. Let me get some trees built up over here and all this stuff. And I got to say, at nighttime right now, I don't stay up at night normally in this game, but it looks gorgeous over here. This actually has worked out really well with the few little light things that we have added in, and I'm sure down there we've got quite a few friendly mobs running around. At this point, folks, I think I've become numb to the sounds of spiders and zombies and everything, but that's the way you know that I've built this one here, folks, is there is a mob farm right underneath it because we're floating in the sky, and over here we have a lot of new awesome little trees, and I love it. It's so cool. I started working on this little guy over here, and I actually, where did I put my ender chest? Oh, I left it in here. Perfect. All right, well, I need, where is it? There we go, the deco box. To finish off the little cart that we had, we can just do that guy, and then we can do a chest, and it looks so nice now. And back here, I've got this thing detailed out now. We got some crates over here. I've got the trees in place. We got one of our birch aspen trees, and then we got this thing right over here. I don't really know what it's supposed to be. Added some more storage locker type things, or just storage racks out here that we could have with some scaffolding. And then I've been trying to think of what to throw in this area. So if you have any ideas on that one, please be sure to let me know down in the comments below. I think that's a pretty open spot, so I really want to fit something in there. But I don't know, maybe a small statue? Got a statue work right there, and we actually extend it out a bit. If you think that's a good idea, let me know in the comments below. What we could do here is like drop from this, we could drop it down a block or two and kind of round it out here so it's not a harsh corner, and we could create a little platform for building a statue, similar to how we have the tower over there, just need something else to mix this side up. But that being said, I also have this tree over here, which I think is looking much better than doing the blacksmith in there, and this area from above is actually really, really sweet looking, especially from nighttime as the sun's about to drop. I've tried really hard on this point to make a lot of lanterns and things in the corners, so it's actually pretty lit up and fairly safe to walk at nighttime. I only had one creeper explode the entire time, so that's a new record, I think. One thing I did want to do though is we have the ability to check out our map and update that one. I know I'd originally planned, all right, always got to be careful with lining that one up there. I'd originally planned to only update this every so often, but this is such a large segment that we've been building that I feel like we've kind of earned it for ourselves here. So what we need to take is actually, and I'm too far away. This thing is really not built for being easy to update, but that's fine, right? We'll figure it out as we go, but we need to take that whole section right there, and I think we also want that one. And let's see, do they update from here? They do not. But a quick flight over here will be easy enough to update all of them. That looks so much better now. Holy cow, that is a big change. And there we have it. The city is already looking so much larger. That entire section is absolutely brand new compared to what we had 2 episodes ago now at this point, which is absolutely awesome. But folks, I think next up what we're going to be doing is I've been doing a lot of work in the Nether on live streams and everything like that, continuing our massive Nether project. So folks, let's go ahead and kick this off one more time into good old-fashioned time-lapse mode and get you all caught up. Now for this project, it involves a lot of digging here. So we've got a bit of digging that we're taking care of on this one. At this point, we've went through about 9 or 14 or something, a lot of netherite pickaxes, and went back to repair them multiple times. Thankfully haven't lost them, but at this point the project has totaled in, I think we're at about 12 hours of work spent removing netherrack and everything like that just from the ceiling. And one big thing I would say, if you're trying to do a project like this yourself, here's your fWhip tip for the day, is anytime you're going through basalt or blackstone, it is worth the time to set up a beacon. But anyways, over here folks, we are clearing out this entire thing, and the way to set up a beacon is basically make sure there's no solid blocks above it, and bedrock does not count as a solid block. So if you remove all of that stuff up above you there, you are absolutely good to go. And it's just so crazy over here. We finally got the first large explosion in today's time lapse for this one done here, which is why we had to sort out all the gunpowder problems earlier in today's episode. But I'm so very excited to continue this project. Any ideas that you have for things that we'd include inside of the Nether hub, please be sure to let me know. I know this isn't really the typical type of projects that I do inside of this world, but as we also are setting up all of the explosions here, is I need something new. I need something just fun to do that kind of pushes the boundaries. And I figured with another update, making a giant, really cool Nether hub for this world in what seems to be the last time Mojang will actually update the Nether, I thought would be a really fun way to go on this one. And here, this is just absolutely so satisfying. Definitely watch this part. Oh my gosh, that's just There's just so much TNT. This entire thing is blowing up, and as you can see, there's a few bits of ancient debris that we found in the Nether roof, which is actually incredibly rare, so that was fun. I took out all of the lava as well, so we're gonna be slowly tearing that area down to the ground. Before the 1.16 Nether update, all you really had to worry about in the general Nether areas was gas or hitting a piglin. And why are, come on, I'm carrying a fungus. You don't like this. Stop it, no, no, stop it. And now, as mentioned, there's a lot more annoying things to deal with, mostly being the hoglins. And I was told by a lot of people that if you carry one of these things on you, that apparently stops them from following you. So not quite true there, I guess. But the other thing that you absolutely have to have is a safety helmet. Gotta get a golden helmet in here, because then the piglins are your friends, and they will actually tear out a lot of the hoglins here. But oh my gosh, I'm so very excited for this project, as I mentioned there in the time lapse. And this is what we managed to blow up with all of that TNT. That was about one chest full. And the plan is to blow up all these areas here, and then we got to clean out a lot of these so the floor drops down a good chunk more. And then we're going to be sending flying machines across this entire top section to clean it out even more, which is why I'm actually removing all of the netherrack from the ceiling. One, because it looks really, really ridiculously cool. And two, because flying machines won't stick to these things, so they keep on skirting by and we don't have to worry about any of that. But I'm so very excited for this project. Any ideas you all have, please be sure to let me know. But a good sense of scale for this one right here is right now we have this entire area cleared up here. That's the farthest portal we have to that side. That's the new fantasy village that we just finished up. And then all the way down there at the end of that tunnel, which is very, very long, is the 1.14 village remake. So with that all being said, I've actually spent some time because I was just absolutely exhausted since being back home, and I went through and cleaned out a lot of the netherrack in the ceiling throughout this entire extra section that we have over here. I meant to do a time lapse of it and I forgot to hit start recording, so I'm just gonna kind of leave that one in there. But I think what we can do now here, folks, is we've got a little bit of stuff we need to tackle back over at the city, which I think for today's episode, since we don't have too much time left here, is I want to get a bridge in this spot. We absolutely need a bridge coming throughout here, folks, just to have some final little easy way to cross over here. Something very simple, and I think it'll be pretty basic. But I'm excited to finally get these walls going down this way a little bit further here, get something worked out, and because somehow we need to make sure our terrain down here eventually is going to line up to the road up there, because, you know, elevation and stuff. It'd look a little weird if that was flat. But anyways, folks, for the final time in today's episode, let's go ahead and kick this off in a good old-fashioned time-lapse mode and build up a bridge. And there we have it, a nice little simple bridge that we can use to walk right across, and it is so much nicer now that we can actually do this here. And do I have any more? I got one more stair on me. Perfect. Absolutely what we needed right there. And this is looking very, very nice. We got a little bit of cobblestone hanging down there in the water. We'll just go ahead and let that despawn for us. But it is so very nice having this stuff working over here. I do hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. I think, though, unfortunately, this is going to have to do it for this here episode. With all of the headaches and everything going on this episode, I do hope y'all did enjoy it. If you did, please be sure to click that like button down below. And I got a question for y'all. Would you like to see more city building on this type of stuff over here? Or would you like to see us starting the new manor house or whatever is going to be going on up there? I think it's going to be naval focused, like ships and the Navy and everything like that. So if you have any ideas on that, let me know. But anyways, hit me up in the comments down below with hashtag city or hashtag manor, and I will go off of whichever of those has more. We'll be working on that in the next episode here. But folks, thank you all so very much for watching. Please be sure to click that like button down below if you have not already. Subscribe if you are brand new, my friends, and I will catch you on the flip side.